Right, are we heard? I'm going to play the video again, guys. Shalom, everybody. Again, we had to restart because of a technical issue. Prophet Muhammad, he lost one of his testicles and it have a flat, so we have to blow some air on it. Let me know if you can hear. Join us in Discord and you will be called immediately. Do you hear the sound of the video? Is it good quality? Is it clear? All right. Just to give you an idea, this is Abdul yesterday. He was insulting me all the time in the chat. He was saying Christian Prince never say something smart. He's stupid. He says stupid things. So he decided, and I challenged him to join us, and this has happened. That's a lot of... It's time when you put your hand up. Go ahead. This is him. He put his hand up.
Oh, can you hear me?
I do hear you.
Right. I was wondering if you could say anything like intelligible, anything that makes sense.
He is asking, he wonder if I ever can say something makes sense. I mean, do you see the challenge? Let us see what will happen. Anything. I will say something intelligent. Guys, did he ask me to say something intelligent? The black dog is the devil. Do you agree with me?
I think that's nonsense. No, like
What? You say? You say this is nonsense. Shame on you. This is smart. Why you say that?
It depends. It depends.
No, a second ago you said this, a second after, because now people they are saying your prophet said that. It depends. What depends? A second ago you said a nonsense. Don't die. Don't leave. This is what Muslims do. They stop moving their tail. I'm not connecting. So, if your prophet say something smart, you say to me this is nonsense. Explain to us the nonsense of your prophet. Why the black dog is the devil? Go ahead.
Yeah, the black dog is a devil. Okay, so that's you don't assume that's literal, do you?
What?
You don't assume that's literal, do you? But,
Guys, do you understand what he's saying? What?
can you hear me?
I hear you, but I don't know what you're saying.
Like, I hope you don't assume that's literally. It means literally. You don't assume it.
This is metaphorically.
It's figurative. You know what figurative is?
It's a dog. It's a real dog.
Yeah, like.
Just wait, please, wait. Is it a real dog or it's a fake dog? Look at this devil, unbelievable, disgusting. What figure of dog? You're a prophet saying this is the dog, here's the devil. Don't play games with me.
So I can talk.
Yeah, sure, you can talk. Go ahead.
Okay, so listen, dog, the black dog, can be used by Satan. That is really can play tricks in your mind.
The black dog used by Satan. Can you explain to us how the black dog is used by Satan?
What's that? How black dog?
Can you explain to us how the black dog is used by Satan?
Well, the Satan can influence the black dog.
How? Okay, what Satan he said to the black dog? You say to me, I am not saying something. One thing is smart. So now you are the smart one who's saying smart things. So that Satan he said to the black dog, like, what? This is a dog in front of us. How? So what's it you will do to this puppy? Tell me.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. It's you who said to me. He is the one who said Satan he influenced the black dog.
So, can humans control a dog and influence a dog?
Yes, they can. You put him in a
Okay, so
leash.
come on, can you
You
do
put
one
him
plus
in
one?
a leash. You teach him how to do poo-poo. You teach him how to hunt. You teach him how to hard. You teach him how to raise a sheep. Yes, he can. He can control it again. In the worst scenario, you can put him in a leash. So now, and why it's the black dog? What's wrong with the black dog? Is your prophet he hated black color? Is he saying that anyone is black is the devil?
Let me respond, okay? Let me respond. Can I respond?
Go ahead, go ahead. Can I make
I'm gonna do it one more time.
Can I make tea?
I already.
I will give you all the time to respond. I will make tea. Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm just going to do it again, trying to simplify.
You will do it again.
Even more.
You will do it again. I said you came already from the bathroom. You call me. You said, please, don't do it again, please. You don't want to smell. Listen, you called me. You said, can you do something? You said, can you say something? I showed you. I told you the black dog is the devil. You said this is nonsense. Remember what you said? You must have.
You're making a big
You said this is nonsense. So guys, you are saying that the same problem happening? Still the sound quality is not good in the video? Is the video quality, the sound is bad? Still? Oh boy. I know what's happening.
It's my lucky day.
It's your lucky day? Who are you?
No, I just said it's my lucky day. Ideally, I would love everyone to have access to the sound on YouTube, but unfortunately, it's not the case.
Are you a Muslim?
Of course.
You have a book of Jalal al-Suyuti?
Not necessarily. I read about him just recently.
No. So you have an icon. It says Jalaluddin al-Suyuti, but you just heard of him?
No, yeah, no, I know him, but it's like I read much about
He
him.
have a book. He have a book. He have a book. It's called the book How to F. Do you know it?
I'm not.
You did not read it?
I don't have to read it.
Why you don't have to?
It's what value would read such a book to my meeting with
Well, if such a book will not give you a value, why you put his name in your icon?
It doesn't matter. Like you can still idolize someone, and you don't have to know. Like he's a Bani Adam, just like me.
Well, this is
So
this is the best of his books, man. What are you talking about? You chose his name for a reason. Be honest, why you choose his name?
I just like the fact that he was a great Islamic scholar.
Exactly, and because he's Islamic scholar, he wrote a book, How to F. I'm just trying to be polite.
No, I understand. But the whole issue is the fact, right? There are many facets to an individual, so it's like I choose to know some of the good things he wrote about, and not that particular book you're talking about.
You do not know.
In fact, I'm hearing it for the first time.
Well, this book is called نوادر الأيك في معرفة النيك. Do you know what that means?
I choose not to know.
Why you choose not to know?
Because he's just an individual. Millions of other people.
What?
I take a fancy in knowing bits and books about their life. I don't want to know about their life in detail.
You choosing the author. That means he is the best author you can imagine.
Is that what you think?
So why you choose? So why you choose his name? Why you choose it? I mean, there's a million. There's a million book, million author. Why you choose?
Yeah, I can actually choose not to even have him on my pic on my photo, even in the next 5 minutes. So it doesn't mean like just me having his photo as my profile picture. It means something special to me or someone very important. We are Muslims. We don't idolize humans.
Yeah, you don't idolize, but you just let me share the book with everybody here in the screen. Give me a second. I will share some of this book, which you chosen, not me, to be your favorite author.
Oh, it's all you think. I think my favorite author has got to be.
Isn't it his name in your screen? You did not even put the name of your prophet there. You put.
Why should I have the name of my prophet?
Why you choosing this book?
I didn't choose a book. I just got his pen and some kind of a symbol. That's all.
What do you mean just simple? You don't know what the simple mean?
It's just a symbol of an Islamic scholar, which I could even change in the next 10 minutes. Like,
it might. Yeah, it might change. Okay. Let me put this in the screen a little bit so I can give you an idea who you chosen to be your guideline. This is.
This Muslims, he was a great scholar.
Right, exactly. He's a great scholar, man. What are you talking about? For sure, he's a great scholar. Are you kidding me? This is the book. Let me put it for everybody in the screen so everybody will see what we are talking about. This is the book. I don't have it published. It is PDF. And if we read a little bit of it, I mean, it's very dirty. I don't know what to read, really. All right, let us see. Until now, this is the introduction for the book, How to F a Women.
The whole issue, he's a human, just showing his human side.
He is a human, really? Okay, he's a human. All right. He's your top scholar, man. I mean, you Muslims are pervert. This is a pervert book. This is a pervert. I'm just trying. I don't think. I'm sure. You know, what are you talking about? Look, all those books are written by him. All those books written by him. I mean, I am just reading the. Where is the book? I don't know. Where is the book? All right, I know. Like it's look like.
Is that book his best work?
Look.
CP, you know very well. That book is not even rated in his top 10 books, probably.
I better not to translate, not to say anything. This is very, very bad. Oh boy. Yeah.
CP, you know, Suyuti wrote lots of books.
Yeah.
And that book, one of his top 10, it's not even in his top 10 books. You know it very well.
Is it? This is top 10.
You can specialize in a particular field and probably just out of
He is a specialized in effing.
Yeah, I mean, basically, his specialty is interpreting Islamic theology.
Exactly. This is the Islamic theology is about sex.
As a human and like a prominent member of the Islamic society, he can actually come up with his own idea as to how Muslims should approach that particular aspect of life. And like the whole thing is the fact, right? If he writes anything which is not halal, then, you know, like we Muslims, we can question it. Because Suyuti, he questioned a lot of the scholars, their opinions about so many Islamic theology. So if he comes out with anything we think is detrimental to what the Prophet teaches, then we will question it. I don't have an issue with you thinking like that particular book is kind of like his scope, like what Muslims should think. I don't have an issue with that. Like in life, every author has got critics.
Oh,
So,
okay.
there's nothing wrong.
Yeah, I see. But I agree with you. For you as a Muslim, nothing wrong, you know. This is Islam, yeah. Anyway, why you join us? Well, this is the book. I just wanted to show you the book. This is your book. This is your scholar. All the book is about how to F a women, a Muslim women, and what to say even. Yeah, yeah. All right. As you see, and this is a book published in Damascus, and he died in the year 911 for Hijrah, which means after migration of Muhammad. And here you will find a lot of information in case you have a problem how to have sex with your wife, you do not know how to do it. You know, so you know you can read it and learn, right?
Yeah, I'll read it, and like if there's anything worthy of me, put into practice and it's allowed, why not?
Oh, okay. And in fact, he speak here about how to have sex with boys too, in case you do not know. Anyway, so why you join me? Why you join me today? How I help you?
Legends say it's 2024 and CP is still wondering as to who Allah is. Like, or CP is still wondering, Muslims don't know who Allah is.
So you know who's Allah?
Allah is to Muslims, he is just the creator of the human death.
That will not work because according to the Quran, there's many creators, including Jesus. Quran says there's many creators. Well, chapter 23, verse 14. Chapter 23, 14. Chapter 37, 125. Allah, he claimed he is the best of the creators. In fact, he compared himself to Baal.
No, he's just talking about why people worship Baal. Like,
No. Okay, if I say I am the best of the creators, if I say I am the best of the Christians, that means there's many Christians, correct? No? So I am the only Christian, but I am the best of the Christians?
In the act of creating, Allah is the best. It is not about being individual creators. It's talking about the act of creating. When it comes to creating, the act is adjective. It is not noun. In the adjective of creating, like
Who created you? Who created you?
For me, it's a long story because it starts from.
It's longest story? Oh, okay. All right. It's a waste of time, just an idiot. When your stupid God, he say he is the best of the creators, this is a stupid statement from a stupid author of a stupid book. Because how you claim that you are the only creator, and then you say he is the best of the creators. All right, we have Mar. How are you, Mar?
Hey, Christian friends. I really wanted to say thank you for helping me realize the hypocrisy that is Islam.
So last time what happened? Because you debated me for almost a week about, or maybe more, about you, and you are a Shia, and then suddenly you said you believe in Jesus. What happened?
I realized how stupid. How could Muhammad just associate himself with such evil people? It came to me after all these argument around about Muhammad, about semen, about all this stuff. It just doesn't make sense. How could a prophet of God associate himself with such evil people? It just doesn't make sense.
Some days they said you left Islam because you hate the Shia. Sorry, the Sunni. Just out of hate. You hated the Sunni. So you decide to claim that you left Islam, but you did not, because you just want to make them angry.
No, that's not. I can curse Muhammad, I can curse Allah. Allah's a false God. It's not really.
All right.
It's not really debatable. The only thing that I'm sort of having issues on is understanding Christianity. I'm not saying I don't believe in it.
All right.
I think I do believe it on an emotional level, but I'm just sort of there are some things with Islam that I do want answers to, if that's okay.
All right.
Well.
All right.
So, just how do you, the one thing that I'm very interested in is, have you ever heard of Code 19?
Code 19?
Yeah.
You mean the code in the Quran?
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
So like code 19, like the miracle of code 19, if I were to summarize, basically they find the number 19, like somebody that's just like this, just like there's so many things that just has this code 19.
Yeah. First of all, you know, the one who fabricated this thing, the Muslims killed him. His name is Rashad Khalifa.
Yeah.
The dad himself, when they ask him about it, he says there is a lot of, you know, errors in this theory. Simply, if we go to chapter 1, he started with chapter 1, and there's a verse about speaking about 19 angels. But if we go to chapter 1, verse number 1, where he calculated numbers are number 19, if you anyone who knows Arabic, he will calculate them. He will find out that they are not 19, they are 24 letters. So the calculation is false. Yeah, 24. You know, like here, you see in Arabic, first of all, we don't have bism. It is bi-ism. The Muslim, they took a letter here to make it easier, because this is a verse, they have to repeat it every day. So it is bi-ism. You will find bi-ism many verses in the Quran. Not bism. There's nothing in Arabic language. Even the Muslims agree. The scholars, they say that the alif, which means A, is taken for the purpose of like the ease of recitation, you know, not because of you know, that one is different. Do you see it here? Look how many times. So this is the correct way to write it. All right. In Al-Fatiha, they took the alif, which is appear here, the second letter in the word, because simply they want to make it easier to recite, because this is something they will recite every day. Then if you go to the middle of Allah, do you see in the top of the middle letter, there's like a little knife?
Yes.
That is called shadda in Arabic. That means there's two letters. So, so each time you see this shadda in the top of any letter, that means what? There's two letters. So look how many times the shadda appear. Here, sorry, I'm trying to highlight the letters, but my mouse is not helping. No, I cannot. No, I cannot. But look, is my mouse showing you in the screen?
Yeah.
All right. So here I'm pointing my mouse. Here you will see the shadda. Then here you see the shadda again, and here you see the shadda again. Three shadda. That means what? Every letter become what? Twice. So the three letters become 6 letters. So one letter here is being taken off. The 19 became 20. One letter here is taken off. That became 21. One letter taken off, 22. One letter here in Ra taken off, 23. However, if you look at the word Rahman, do you see here something small like a dagger in the top of the letter, on the top of the word?
Yeah.
That is an alif. That is a letter. This is 24.
Thank you.
So all the thing is just a fiction, and then the Muslims, they claim that it's mentioned about 19. Like there's a verse says Tis'ata Ashar, which this is where he supposedly get his inspiration. So he made this theory based on it. Chapter 74, verse number 30. Over it there are 19. This is not Muhammad saying that. This is supposedly the Jews. Muhammad, he confirmed what the Jews says. So the Jews ask Muhammad, how many over it, which mean in charge of hell? Muhammad, he searched, he found the Jews, they believe in that according to the Muslims. But me, myself, I could not really find where it says such a thing. But the Muslims, in their interpretation, this was a response to the Jews to confirm that he have knowledge of their books. And that's why he said, on it is number 19. Then the Muslim, they made a story about number 19.
Yeah, that makes sense. Also, one more thing I wanted to ask you. So, like, it says in the Quran that there would be...
Just give me a second. Guys in YouTube, you are saying his voice is down?
I can speak louder if that helps.
No, it's not from your side, because I hear you very well. but they are saying your voice is down, so I'm trying to find out why. His voice is not good? All right, let us see what's going on here. Why today we have everything is mixed up? I know so many. All right, let us see here. Volume. Okay. I know what.
Maybe it's better now.
No, this is not from your side. This is from here, from my software. It's my software for sure.
Well, anyways, like one more thing I was curious about.
All right.
Can I speak now?
Okay, go ahead.
One more thing I was curious about is like, can you show me like a contradiction in the Quran that you believe is like the best, your best contradiction in the Quran? Like, for instance, I believe there can be like one or two contradictions because like it's written only like saying there's no contradictions is a bid'ah, because like fundamentally it says that there is going to be some contradictions in the Quran, which is not a lot. There's going to be there can only not be many contradictions. But can you just show me like one or two like very important ones that you think?
Well, I cannot show you the best because all of them are the best, because one contradiction doesn't matter what it is, proving that Allah is not God. You know what I mean? So when I say the best, that will not make too much sense, because if the Quran itself said, the rule says, if this is a book made by other than Allah, you will find in it a lot of contradiction, correct?
Yes.
All right. So one contradiction is enough to prove the point. There's no need for many. Too many doesn't make any difference. Too little doesn't make any difference. Because at the end of the day, it is, you know, it's a stupid book. And the Quran set the rule.
Yeah.
All right? So like one verse, you know, says Allah created the earth first. One verse, Allah says He created the mountain first. And then the other verse is saying the first Allah He created was the sky. He finished the sky. So which one?
So how would Muslims get around this?
Is his voice better, guys, now in YouTube? Is his voice coming better for you? I just did some change. I don't know if that worked. I'm trying to... Can you talk, Mar?
Hello, do you guys hear me? Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3.
Do you hear me? Still low? Yeah, I don't know what to do today. I don't know what's happening, huh? Maybe I should restart my computer. Somebody did the black magic for me? Huh? It must.
This is the work of the Jews first.
It must be a Jewish female, not only a Jew. You know? Yeah. Yeah, so anyway, all contradiction is contradiction, small, big, you know. Like it's like saying to you, you have a small lie, but you are God, you know. God should not lie, you know. God, He say the truth. So if we prove that God is a liar, that means God is a liar. That's it. There is no way God, He is God.
Are there contradictions in the Bible like that you feel like can't be reconciled?
You know, I've been asked all kinds of questions about so-called contradiction, but a person who have knowledge, he will not find any contradiction. Like as an example, the age of a king.
Abraham's father was an idolater in one verse, and in another verse it says that Abraham's father only led people to idolatry, as in like not only.
Sorry, I did not hear you. What? Say again.
What about the verse? The one verse says that Abraham's father was an idolater, like he explicitly worshipped idols. And the other one says that I believe it's in the New Testament. It says that only Abraham's father was an idolater. No, only his father led people to idolatry as opposed to being an idolater himself.
You see, like if you read my book, you will find one page giving more details, one page giving less details, because already I repeated the story. So the Bible does not need to repeat the same story twice. People, they knew. So this is not a contradiction. This is less details and more details. It doesn't oppose each other. All right.
Makes sense. I guess so you can say it doesn't contradict each other. Or can you show me the contradiction within the Quran that you were mentioning earlier?
Yeah, I'm just trying to find out how to fix this audio. All right, that's me. Okay. You guys still hear me in Discord, or you lost my voice? I guess I lost my voice. Uh-oh. Right keyboard, no. I did something here. I lost my voice in Discord too. Am I heard now?
Yeah, everyone hears it. I hear you.
All right.
Do they hear me?
Well, I don't know what to do with this sound, guys, but we will continue for now. You know, I mean, everything is a contradiction. Like, as an example, the Khaliqeen. If Allah is the only creator, you cannot say Allah is the best of the creators. The story of Jesus.
You said that like it's a difference in quality of creation. So like the way that I would have answered this before.
No. If Jesus create life, this is not different, because a creator is a creator. The Quran says clearly that you should not worship anyone unless he at least can create a fly. All right? If he can create a fly, you worship him. This is the Quran, chapter 22, verse number 73. So
it's referring to creating next to evil, like creating something from nothing.
No, here, you see it? It's about creating a fly. This is not about nothing. Obviously, the earth is already exists, just to create a fly. Because when God, he created Adam, you know, Adam was not the first thing he created, right?
Yeah.
So already there's a creation. But he did not say, create the earth, create the heaven. No, he said create a fly. So creating a fly is extremely difficult. Who said that creating a fly is, you know, I mean, fly is extremely complicated insect. Very fast, I mean, there's no other planes in the world can do what the fly can do. No one. So if Jesus can create a fly, he's qualified to be worshipped. This is what the verse is saying. But according to the Quran, Jesus, he can create from the mud the bird, and the bird is an animal, is not an insect. You know, this is higher life. An animal who have a blood, and then he breathed into the mud. What about the story of the son of Noah? Where they ask the Messiah to tell us what happened to Noah. So the Messiah, he commanded the sand, and then the son of Noah came from the sand, and he have a gray hair. How somebody can command the son of somebody died thousands of years ago from the sand to come alive again just because he gave a command? So the Christ is, and the Quran confirmed that he is a resurrector. So he resurrect people from death, he give life, he made the blind see, and then they say to us, Allah gave him permission. But that will not change anything, because Allah did not give him.
Attributes that to Jesus.
You know, giving permission make no sense, because I can say I am the one who gave Jesus permission. You can say that too. Did Allah give me permission to insult him? According to Islam, no and yes. Why? Because they believe in destiny. This is how stupid Islam is. This religion is accord. Everything there, you know. They ask him a question about him being a messenger. They ask him, how come those angels don't come to us? Look what Muhammad said in chapter 17, verse number 95. If they were angels on earth, walking around in peace, we would have sent down to them from heaven angels as messengers. Okay, so what do you understand from this more?
So basically you're just saying that it's like, wait, can you repeat that? I don't think I understood.
If they were, you see the screen, right?
Yeah.
All right. So
even if the angels on earth were walking around in peace, we would have sent down to them from heaven, and that's the angel messenger. Okay.
So the reason Allah is not sending angels as messengers, Because the one who live in the earth are not angels. So angels will be sent only to angels. This is what it says, correct?
Yeah.
So how Muhammad is receiving an angel? If Allah will send only angels to angels.
I mean, there's like a possible response.
What about Mary? What about Mary? She received an angel. The Quran says one verse angel, one verse many angels. But as I said, it can be one verse more details, one verse less details. So this is about how many angels for Mary is not a contradiction. It can be about less details. But if Allah will not send any messenger as an angel to the earth, unless the ones in the earth are angels, then how Muhammad he became the messenger who received a message from an angel?
And then you can claim, for instance, that like angels aren't corporeal, so they're on the earth, but then that wouldn't make sense.
No, according to Muslim, in fact, there's other issue. Every Muslim believe, according to Muhammad, there's two angels, one in the right shoulder and one in the left shoulder. So yes, the angels, they live in the earth. In fact, the angels who live in the earth, according to Islam, double the number of a human being, because everyone have two angels. Correct?
I mean, what if the angels do have a messenger on earth?
What?
What if he's just saying that the angels do have a messenger on earth?
I don't understand. Say again.
What if you do say that the angels do have a prophet?
No, but the Quran confirmed there's no such a thing, because
Where?
it says here, if they were, he will, which means there is none, because they ask him, how come, where is the angels, how come, read the verse before it. Nothing prevented the people from believing when guidance has come to them, except they said, did Allah send a human as a messenger? But this is false,
Yeah.
because people, they believe Moses, people believe Abraham, people believe all the prophets, and this is a false statement. And when he say nothing, that means nothing. This is the only reason.
Yeah.
Right? But this is false. So why you say the Christians? Why you say the Jews? Why you say this? In fact, the Sabian, they believe in angels as gods. So the verse confirm that they will not believe unless they receive a message from an angel. So Allah is refuting them, saying, well, how I'm going to send you an angel if the one who live in the earth is a human? So I will send a human to human. Okay, wonderful. But that means Muhammad should receive revelation from God directly. He should not receive any message from an angel, for angel will deliver only to angel.
I have one more question. Can you show me like the isnad for the New Testament?
Well, you know what? We don't have such a thing. It's called isnad, because you know the Old Testament transmitted through generations, and we have tens of thousands of manuscript. There's nothing is called isnad. We don't go by this madness. We don't.
And how can you verify that any of these things?
Because we have ancient manuscripts.
Let's say I can write a book and you can find an ancient.
No, because you see, if the ancient manuscript confirm what we have in our hand, why the Christians anyway, they wouldn't change it? Give me a reason. Are you willing to change your book?
No, I don't believe it's. I'm not saying that it might have been changed.
No, my friend. Time. Let us make it simple. Time does not make a difference unless people, they change their religion. As an example, if I take my book from my father, and I believe in the faith of my father, and he took the book from his father, so we will find out ourselves going back to 2,000 years if we are connected to the faith from the beginning. So the idea of somebody, he is a believer and he changed his book, that is stupid, unless he believes in something else, like Jehovah's Witnesses. But this is a new sect. They added a letter, here, just to change, like the word God, a God. So a letter, it's just a letter they added to make it have a different meaning. So for us, we are the last one to suspect. In the same time, we have everything written in the Bible is documented by art. Like I mentioned before, I'm against pictures and statues, etc. But if they are art and documentary, that's wonderful. So we have the stories of the Bible documented by mosaic. I don't know if you know what mosaic is. It's an art written by stones. which mean art, pictures, images, made by stones, and those stones tell every story in the Bible, and they are exactly the stories we knew. Then we have historian, then we have researchers, then we have a church the most important for us, that the church is spread around the world, and if something happened in one place, they are disconnected. Like how the church in India, as an example, an Indian church, it's very ancient, to the point it is Syriac church. How those people, they are disconnected, they are in India. There's no WhatsApp, there's no internet. So if the book spread all over and the disciples went around the world and still all of them believe in the same thing, how do you explain that to me?
Like, that's very interesting. But can you, let's say, prove from the Gospel of John that John wrote John? Like, where does it say in John, for instance, that John wrote John?
You can read from the beginning, you will find out. It says, if you read from the beginning, you will find out.
I even went on Google and tried to figure out where it says John wrote John. I couldn't find the verse like this. Can you show me?
No.
It's like sometimes Jesus will speak to John in there, and then John won't even recognize that he's
my friend. If you open every single gospel from those gospels, you will see it's speaking about the reason that the name is given to it, because it is the name of the writer. Some people will say to you, well, nobody can confirm because it's very ancient, it's like 2,000 years ago. But in the same time, anyone who do little search, he will find the answer. So if we go in the Bible,
show me where.
Yes.
I'm just curious.
Right.
If you want to research, you can research it.
No, just just to give you to show you on the screen.
I see.
So do you think the one who wrote the Bible is called John, but nobody knows who is John, and nobody can confirm?
No idea who. Like, I'm just curious, like how you could prove from the text of John that John even claims to be the author of John.
Okay.
Like, I've seen a lot of. So I saw a lot of people arguing over
when we say like you want to see John is saying John, you want like the word John by name?
Like, these are the words of John.
You see, if you, as an example, if you go to John 13, it says speaking about the disciple who is speaking of John. But then if you read more, you will find that this is John. So it doesn't have to say, oh, this book is written by John. But the one who's talking is obviously John. So the book named by John, the book named by John, the John is the Greek writer. There's no other one, and all the Bible refer that the one who wrote it is John, but there's nowhere it says the name exactly. However, the reason there is no need to do so, for the one who wrote, he is known. He is not an ignorant. Everybody knows who is John. So the disciple around John, they will not ask John to write his name there. Says, well, why you don't write your name there so you tell people that you are the one who wrote? For this is not the book of John. This is the book of God. So John, he wrote it, but it's about Jesus, not about John. So when we go as an example, like when John, he is explaining about God, he's not talking about himself. He's talking about God. This is not a book. This is not a personal book. Why John he will write? Well, you know what? This is the author, because simply he is not the author. This book does not have an author. His name is John. The author of the book is God, because we believe that John is inspired, the same as the rest. But if we go as an example, like if you go to Roman, chapter 16, 22, it says that I am the one who wrote this letter. If we go to different, writing, like there's little here and there speaking about the ones who is writing, but the names will appear only if it is necessary, because the book is not about them.
Yeah. One more
So,
question also.
but just an advice. Uh,
Yeah.
why the Christian will call it the book of John if it's not John?
I don't know. A lot of times, like in ancient literature,
No,
you find people attributing a book then to somebody other than its author. Like it's a very common practice in the ancient world.
no, this is there is no way we will call it John, but it's the book of somebody else. That would be funny and silly, you know. So
It happens a lot in the ancient world. You'd be surprised. That's like, especially with the works of Plato. A lot of people basically took a lot of people's random works and ascribed it in the name of Plato. Same thing with like the gospel.
Yeah.
Just like
yeah.
a lot of fake gospel.
But you will find, you know, there's first of all, there's many ways to discover who is the writer. So, as an example, the writing of John is totally different from the writing of Paul, from the writing of Mark. John, you know, he's speaking to the Greek, so his language is a very, let us say, different. You know, the Greek people, they are philosophers. You know, it's philosophy. So right away you will see the logos, right? Why the logos is mentioned? Because this is a very well used, heavy duty word in the Greek culture. So when John he used it, we know right away that this is not Paul, this is not anyone else. This is John. For John is the eloquent writer of the Greek book, and this is why even the book Muhammad he took it. Obviously, he is copying the book of John. How we knew that? In the Quran, when speaking about the Messiah, it says that the word, the Messiah is Kalimatullah, the word of Allah sent down to Mary. Well, this is exactly what John said. And then the book of John is published around the world, and nobody questioned if this is John or not. So because we are far in distance, and the book purpose was not to confirm an author, for the author was known for whoever is around him. Like if I make a book right now and I give you the copy, but the book is not about me and was not to be published to me for my fame, but as a service for God. Why I need to write my name? Now by law, I have to put my name. Otherwise, the book will not be published. I have to put, if you want to publish the book, you have to put the author name. So those books never be made for the purpose of the fame of John or Mark or Luke. It was made for the purpose of serving God and delivering the message. All right? Like, you know, if we go like, you know, let us see, let me give you another example. I'm just trying to help you. If you go to 1 John, the 1 John, verse number, 1 John 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if we go there, you can read actually all the 1 John, 2 John, etc. You will see that like 1 John 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you will see that John he said that we saw his wound and we touched it. We saw his hands. So this is the one who wrote it, is someone who witnessed the resurrection of Jesus. He touched his wound. He saw the wound. So who is the one who was there? We will find that this is John. He is the one who touched, and he is telling us the story that what happened. So those who deny that Jesus was crucified, they are liars. Why? Because we saw his. So the one who wrote it is someone, he is saying, we saw his wound and we touched his hands. So it's not someone far distance in the like on time saying I saw, because I did not see Jesus' wound. I cannot say that. You know what I mean? I can say it only if I was one of the real witnesses of the crucifixion of Jesus.
I mean, I have one more question also. That's very interesting. But can you disprove? I've seen a lot of people like claiming with like a lot of evidence that like the black people are like the original Jews. I don't know if like I'm just like curious like what you.
Well, those are you know a group of racists. You know, like I can say that Christianity is only for white, and that because I'm racist, I can say anything. Those are stupid people. They are not worth my time. You know? Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of stupid. So I just wanted to hear your take on it.
Yeah. So, you know, people, they can fabricate issues, they can fabricate stories, and a group of racists, they can say whatever they want. But we know that this is not true.
Also, I've heard there's some evidence that Muhammad, for instance, is a black man. What do you think about that evidence?
No, the book says that whoever says Muhammad is black, kill him. Right?
Yeah.
So if you say, if you say Muhammad is a black, you will be killed. Why? Because this is not true. It's an insult. If you say to me, Christian Prince is not a black, why I want to kill you? You know? If you say to me, you are clean, but I'm wearing dirty clothes, you're obviously you're making fun of me. You're being sarcastic, correct?
Yeah.
So when you describe somebody in something he don't have, obviously you are trying to insult. And for those Arab, they are white, calling Muhammad a black person is made for the purpose of insulting.
Yeah.
Right?
Have you ever heard of like the LPT, like the logical problem of the Trinity?
Logical problem for a Trinity?
Yeah. Like, can you explain your refutation?
But there is no need for it, because, you know, there is no logic when it's come to God. Those who speak of logic, either they have to be always logical or not. I can be logical only in certain things. As an example, when the Quran says how God can have a son, yet you don't have a girlfriend, this is against the logic that God is almighty. You know what I mean? But if God is almighty, what logic mean for God? Nothing. God is almighty.
Deny logic to God. What about like the law of identity? Is God identical to himself?
About what?
Is God identical to himself?
This is not about identical. God is a three and one at the same time. As an example, you have a soul. Is your soul is you?
No, my soul is a part of me.
No, it's not part of you.
I would argue that like I'm the sum of my.
Is it part? Is it part? Can the soul, your soul, can the soul live by itself? Exist by itself? It can.
Sure. So yeah, but I would say that like.
In fact, before your soul is given to you, it was out of you, out of your body first.
Yeah.
All right. So the soul is exist, and your body came to existence, and then the soul and the body together, they will make a unity. But we don't call you two people. We don't call you identical. We say Mar, you know. But Mar without his soul, he's dead. He have body still there. The body is there, but the soul is not there. The second the soul is out, the person is not talking. So the soul present life and the power of God to give life. Same time, if you have soul and you have body, but you don't have conscience, which God gave to you, then neither your soul, neither your body will be able to function together, because the one who is in control to make harmony between the life and the physical action of the body is the brain, correct?
Sure, I guess.
So if you have a brain, you are a brain dead, which means the brain is not really dead, but it's not functioning correctly, you know, then you would die. They put you a machine to support your body, but if they take the machine, you will die. Your heart will stop, your blood will stop running. So without your brain, without your conscious, you are gone too. Can we say that your brain is different individual?
No.
But now we have a three in control of you, but you are one person. If this can happen for a human being, if a human being, hold on.
You say Jesus didn't know the hour. That's also like part of the.
This is not about knowing the hour. If you read the whole chapter, you will see Jesus. He said everything about the hour. The hour announcement is the act of the Father. It's not his. The Father have a job. You see, it's like speaking about patriarch. You know what patriarch mean? The one in charge. Like in the church we have rank. Which like some, like in the Orthodox church they say patriarch, like the one in charge of everything. So if we have a three patriarch, and each one of them he is in charge, but three of them they are patriarch, but each one of them he have a job. So one is controlling this territory, the other one controlling that territory, and this one controlling this territory. So the three they are working, everyone have his job. So the Messiah been given the power over the flesh, and this is his job. This is why he came to this earth. He is the judge. He is the one who forgives sin. He is the one who sent people to hell or to heaven. He is the one who will resurrect people. He is the one will do everything in this earth. The day, the decision, hold on, the decision of the day, you know that the word Father is very, it's a lot of respect, correct?
Yes.
So when somebody wanna ask for the hand of a female in the Middle East, you don't go to the son of the father, you go to the father, correct?
Yeah.
Because the father is the one who is, let us say, the author. He is the Lord of the family. So the father is the one who will deliver the command. It is not for the son. It is a disrespect from the son to he himself do it, because the father, he is born of the father, not the opposite. Remember, we Christian, we don't believe that Jesus gave birth to the Father, if we can use the word birth. The Messiah is born of the Father, not the opposite. So when the Messiah speaks to the Father, always he say, everything I have is given to me from my Father, correct?
Yeah.
And he repeated that 1,000 times. So why the judgment day will not be given from the Father too, if everything he have is from the Father? Everything he have. You know, forgiving sin. So when the Messiah, he speak to the Jews, he explained to them, who is he? By showing what? Like, where is my authority coming from? Because people, they see in front of them a man, even though he is doing a miracle. So he is showing them that God in this man is the one who have the authority. It's not the flesh. This is why he said to them, before Abraham I am. So God the Father, he gave the Messiah. If you go to John 17, you will find that the Messiah, he received everything from the Father, and the Messiah repeat that. But at the same time he says, I was with you in unity before the world was. So the Messiah received the authority from the Father, and he presented that authority to us. If you believe in me, you will be saved. And that is his job. So when we speak about logic, my advice to you, when we speak about logic, there's no logic when it's come to God, because it's not logical Mary to have birth, to give birth to a son without a man. This is not logic. It's not logical Jesus walk in water, or he, command the storms. It's not logical that he raised people from death after they died for a few days. Or the same story of the son of Noah in Islam, like after 1,000 of years. So it's a hypocrisy when we seek logic, yet we believe in God Almighty. Either we say he is God Almighty, and then he's above all logic. Our logic is limited for us. I cannot be what he can be. So can God be 3 and 1 in the same time, and there's no contradiction? Yes, he can, for he's Almighty. For me, there is a contradiction, because my brain cannot comprehend how he can do it, because I cannot do it. So I'm measuring his ability to my ability. Can I forgive sin? I can say it. But if you believe in the Messiah, the one who did what he did, all the miracles, obviously he have authority. He have authority over death. He have authority over sickness. He did not give medicine. He did not do surgeries. He just said, go, carry your bed and walk. The guy, he carry his bed and walk. The guy, he cannot see. They make him see. So the Messiah is not a person making a speech that God, he sent me, the God the Father. He is proving who is he by doing what he did. In the same time, the ethic. So if we have a person doing miracles, well, we as a Christian, we believe that Satan can do miracles too. Satan can do miracles. So he's powerful, so how we will know who is who if Satan can do something powerful? The Messiah, he gave us the way. From their fruits you shall know them. Not from their look, not if he is white or black or Asian, not from his language, but from the fruits. So if a person is giving me miracle, but he is teaching me a bad ethic, obviously he is Satan. But if a person is a perfect example of God, not a human, that is the Messiah. So when the Messiah come back, or when the Messiah came first time, how we recognize the Messiah? Because there's nothing like him. If there's anything like him, nothing. There's any man like him? No. Was it ever exist? Have you ever heard of somebody saying, I love your enemy? Never exists. So everything, even the Jews, who they are writing books against Jesus, like in the Talmud, they confirm that the Messiah, he did miracle, but they say this is a false Messiah. But he went to Egypt and he learned magic, and he came back and he did miracles. So it was magic. But saying what they are saying, confirm that the miracles of the Messiah, we heard of it, is true. For those are the enemies of Christ. They are writing, saying and confirming that he did miracles. All right? All right, I think he is gone. Yeah. So anyway, there is, like if I want to investigate logic, I advise you then to become an atheist. And then if you go to atheism, you will find that atheism itself is against logic. So logic is only when God, he go against himself, we can use it. If God used his own logic against himself, that's proof that he is not telling the truth. He's not God. But logic and God, they don't work. God said, let be light. Where is the logic in that? What is that? Well, how you can create light by saying, let be light? Use all the logic you have. So Muslims are hypocrite. They try to apply logic when they want, and they ignore logic when they want. In their book, it says Mary, she is a virgin. How come they don't laugh at that? They don't, because it's in their book. If their book says the Messiah is God, they will say is God. Nobody question. All right? For us, we don't believe in the Messiah, his God, because there's scientific miracle in the Bible. Like I saw yesterday, somebody saying that when the Bible is said in the book of Genesis, God created the earth and the heaven in 6 days, he don't mean that literally. Well, I don't want to do what the Muslims do, duct tape. The Bible says 6 days, it's 6 days until God say the opposite. If God, he explained, he says, okay, I meant something else, then we can say it's not 6 days. But as long as the Bible says 6 days, it's 6 days. Never bend down to anybody. Either you're a believer or you're a potato. So if you're trying to adjust what science says and go by science, then you should not believe in Christianity. There's no science will agree that Mary, she can give birth without a man. So don't be Abdul. This is what Abdul do. Abdul, they try to bend their, if we can call it scriptures, they bend it to fit with science because they are hypocrite. They don't believe in it. Christians who believe, they will not do that. Either yea or nay. You don't believe in Christianity, leave. Nobody is forcing you. I will never take science over my Bible. I'm a believer. Who is going to believe that there is a man, he can raise people from death by making command or making a blind? Once I was speaking to an atheist, he come to church and he make fun of the Christians, and it turned to be, he come always, to the church, he make fun of those Christians at the time of the coffee after the service. So he come, the priest, he said to me, can you come, I don't know how to answer this guy. So I came, I don't know what he do. I was waiting for him. They told me he is him, he's here. So I was waiting for him to speak, as usual, make mockery. So he said, yeah, you want to convince me that Jesus, he put some mud on the eye of somebody and he make him see the guy is blind. Who is going to believe in that? So I said to him, what do you do for a living? It happened, it turned to be that he's an eye doctor. That's why he's mentioning this topic. He keep mentioning it. He's an eye doctor. I said, but isn't it you, as an eye doctor, put sand on the front of the eyes of people to make them see better? He said, what? He said, don't you put sands, literally sands, in the front of the eyes of people to make them see better? He said, no. I said, well, isn't it the glass made of sand? The glass is sand. We have a glasses. In fact, we are putting sands in the front of our eyes. So if I say to somebody 1,000 years ago, I will put sand in the front of your eyes so you can see better, he will be laughing at me like you now because he's ignorant. Do you understand? He became like a cockroach. He didn't know what to say. He started saying, no, but this is different. I said, no, it's the same. If I say to somebody 1,000 years ago, I will put sand in the front of your eyes and you will see perfectly, he will think I'm crazy. They will take me to they will kick me out of town. Who in the world want to believe this? So if we cannot understand something happening today, we call it miracle. It's a miracle. If somebody made a glass of sand at that time, people will go crazy. If somebody see his picture in different country or speak to his relative in China, he will go crazy because they cannot comprehend how this is happening. But this is not a miracle of God. We are just understanding physics. So either we go by what we can't comprehend, or we understand that there's a lot of things we do not know. In fact, we know nothing. Until now, we are not even, I believe like all the earth, all of it is like a piece of dust flying in a space. We don't know how big it is. Have you ever go to the basement and see like a light coming from a small window and you see little dust are flying? This is how we are. How massive the basement, for sure it's a small compared to your body, but it's a massive for those dust. This is how we are. And then we think that we are the one who can know, we are the one who can discover, we are the one who can claim knowledge, when what we have about knowledge is nothing to compare to what knowledge is, and that is God. God is the only one who have knowledge. We are just learning about our environment, how we can use it, how we can get the benefit of it. Otherwise, we have, I believe, me, myself, all a human being, have zero knowledge. We did not even move 1 millimeter close to knowledge.